Thank you, Mr. President. I think it's important for us to realize that the way this issue has come before us has been an unusual issue that unnecessarily has politicized this. And I hate to see politics, partisan politics, get involved in a situation of this nature. This is something that should be negotiated. It should be thought through. I think the governor must engage on this issue and must come to terms with what should we actually be doing with this issue. But I think the governor, I think the majority leader, I think the minority leader, I think the Speaker of the House, and I think the minority leader in the Senate are somewhat preoccupied with other major issues that are confronting us at this point. We have one car company, or two, of the big three, facing major problems. We are trying to grapple
Senator
with
Thomas,
those.
are you raising a point of order? Please state your point.
I've got a magical finger. Mr. President, I believe the question is on the date and whether or not to move the resolution to June 2nd.
Okay. You're right. It is. Senator, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. I was explaining why we need to have it moved to sometime in the future. We do have two of our major automakers in this state are under severe problems. We have our leadership is trying to grapple with that, including the governor's office. We've just been informed that instead of having which was a huge shock, a $785 million deficit in this year's budget, which was a huge shock, we were hit with another whammy on saying, no, it's going to be closer to $500 million more than that. We have very significant problems with our budget, and I think the governor has said she wanted us to be laser focused on this issue of the budget, and I think the governor is correct on that. I think bringing up this other issue at this time is totally inappropriate when we're talking about should we allow more lawsuits or shouldn't we allow more lawsuits. Does it hurt business? Does it help business? Does it hurt individuals? Does it help individuals? You know, that should be for another time, because the budget issue is the most pressing issue that we have. I think it's very obvious that the other side of the aisle wants to try and make as much political hay as they can out of it. I think there's a time for that. I think the time right now is to stop the politics, stop the political games, and let's see what we can do about the economic future of this great state of Michigan, because it's hurting, and it's not time at this point to play politics. And that's why we need to have this postponed so we can take care of the urgent, immediate problems that we have. And I ask that my remarks be printed in the Journal.